Welcome to another edition of Points of Emphasis with Carlo Valladares. Now today we have a short segment. We're just going to talk about Barcelona's 2-1 win against Atletico Madrid. We're going to recap how it all played out. The game was filled with controversy, as I'm sure your timeline is filled of, did Torres deserve the red card? He deserved the red card. Is Barcelona protected? Felipe Luis saying Barcelona's protected. Suarez didn't get any red cards. Blah, 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 blah. All right, let's get right into this recap. All right, so pretty much coming into both games, Barcelona was suffering an El Clasico defeat at the hands of their rivals, Real Madrid. And many were wondering if this team ran out of gas. They simply didn't really care about the Clasico, and they wondered if the game was going to affect their quarterfinal tie with Atletico Madrid. Now, Atletico Madrid, they beat Real Betis 5-1, and a lot of people and pundits were saying that, that win for them is a huge boost confidence-wise because, if there is a weakness with Diego Simeone's team is that they can't consistently score goals. However, March proved to be quite the opposite for them. They scored a lot of goals except for their second leg 0-0 draw that went to shootouts against PSV. But anyway, yeah, both teams came in hungry to win and looking to prove that they can outdo one or the other any day of the week. It started out with Atletico pressing high in their 4-3-1-2 formation that saw them score a lot of goals at the weekend. I'm assuming Simeone used this tactic to try to stop Mascherano, Piqué, Jordi Alba, and Dani Alves from working the ball out the back, which is what Barcelona love to do, and it worked. The midfield traffic was very slow. Barcelona were not able to move the ball well in midfield. Now, when Barcelona did get the ball in Atletico Madrid's half in the opening 20 minutes, Atletico Madrid brought everybody behind the ball and kept it, more importantly, narrow. They let the flanks open. And it worked. Barcelona didn't have much. Neymar and Messi squandered two decent chances in the first half, but and it was starting to look like it was going to be another one of those days where MSN wasn't going to finish. And then Torres scores. Gabi feeds the ball to Koke. Koke turns, splits the defense with a beautiful through ball to Torres, and they score. And then from then on, if you're a Atletico Madrid fan, you're feeling like, okay, we can do this. That's until Torres, about 5 minutes later, fouls Mascherano, receives a yellow, and then 5 minutes after that, he presses Busquets. His principal point of contact is his knee. He digs his knee into Busquets. Busquets obviously embellishes, but nowadays everyone does, and he is shown the red. Gabi and Godin argued with the ref. Simeone was furious at the call, but at the time when I saw it, when you look at the replay, it really emphasizes the embellishment rather than what happened. When you look at it in real time, it's clear that was a reckless challenge, especially considering you already have a yellow card. This is the first leg at the Camp Nou. You can't be giving your team, you can't be hurting your team's chances with stupid challenges, and it even more so when you're a 10-year veteran, over 10-year veteran of the game. Very stupid on El Niño's part. Nonetheless, for the rest of the first half, Atletico Madrid couldn't really get much on the break with 10 men, let alone bring the numbers up to possess the ball. And in the second half, it was much of the same. Atletico Madrid kept it narrow, pretty much gave Neymar, Dani Alves, and Jordi Alba their flanks to move and send crosses in. And for the most part, they headed all those crosses away. If there was loose balls in the penalty area, Juanfran, Felipe Luis, Godin, Saul, they cleared it. And they need to be applauded for pretty much stopping Barcelona's short passing game in the lower third. Although Suarez scored 2 goals in the second half, Atletico Madrid need to be applauded because it could have been worse. And Barcelona, likewise, also need to be applauded. They knew that, short, quick passes in the lower third was going to be very hard, especially since Atletico Madrid were very compact. And they didn't give up. throwing crosses in there. They didn't give up. Dani Alves had a great offensive display on the night, and in the second half, he really didn't have to do much defending. And yeah, that's how it played out. It was a match filled with controversy, very exciting nonetheless. It was exciting watching Barcelona obviously have the ball and just bomb crosses in there, and it was exciting watching Atletico Madrid really fight for their lives, really fight like their season depended on it, and it kind of did. I mean, if they went down maybe 2 goals, then going to the Vicente Calderon and winning is nearly impossible. Now it's an uphill battle, but if the final score was 3-1, then it would have been really, really nearly impossible to beat Barcelona when they go to the Vicente Calderon. But yeah, now post-match comments, post-match reactions. After the game, Felipe Luis said that Barcelona is protected. Now, regardless of what you believe, whether UEFA protects Barcelona or Felipe Luis is just wrong, the fact of the matter is, the guy is emotional. His team lost. One of his teammates arguably cost them the game. And, he's in the locker room. He's heated. He's going to say those comments. That is to be expected. Now, reports coming out of Spain is that Diego Simeone is now furious at his Brazilian left back because now UEFA in the past have fined people for speaking out against them, for accusing them of protecting teams and players. Just look at Jose Mourinho. I mean, he's been fined for his press conference antics time and time again. So it'll be interesting to see if Felipe Luis is fined. And apparently Suarez, UEFA could, review Suarez's kick on Juanfran that happened maybe 20, 30 seconds before Torres' red card. UEFA could review whether Suarez should be suspended. He after Juanfran cleared the ball and the ball was nowhere near Suarez, he gave Juanfran a kick right to the rib cage. And a lot of Atletico fans are wondering why he wasn't received a foul or a red. And I personally believe that the ref didn't see it. But I understand Atletico Madrid fans being mad because if he did receive at least a yellow, later on in the match he touched Felipe Luis's face and received a yellow for that. So had he gotten a yellow before, then he would have been sent off, and the game could have been totally different. A lot of what-ifs and could-haves in this game. At the end of the day, I believe Torres is extremely stupid for even thinking about going into a challenge so aggressively and where the principal point of contact was not the ball and was pretty much with his knee. It wasn't with his foot, it was with his knee. So that's that. Atletico Madrid have an uphill battle. But then again, I'd like to reiterate that 11 versus 11, this team looked stronger. They looked the stronger side. And I know a lot of Barcelona fans will be like, oh, but they didn't have the ball. Yeah, well, possession is just a number if you don't do anything with it. And considering the team's 2 different styles and game plans, Atletico Madrid, they want to catch them on the break. They did when Torres scored, and they pretty much were stopping Barcelona's short, quick passing game on the ground. And it'll be interesting to see if Atletico Madrid don't go down a man at the Vicente Calderon, because yesterday that's what happened, and the game back in January in La Liga, Felipe Luis, tried to break Messi's leg, typical Brazilians and Argentinians, right? And he was sent off. And even after that game, he said he's been villainized and that Messi is extremely protected. So yeah, Atletico Madrid, if there's anything going forward, if there's anything Simeone is telling his team, it is undoubtedly that they have to be intense, but they have to be disciplined. You can't score a goal and be rushing with adrenaline and think that just because you're winning you can do these reckless challenges. That's not how it works. Felipe Luis and Fernando Torres learned the hard way, and I don't think that any one of Atletico Madrid's men are going to be sent off. I think they're gonna really push and really not play for a tie. I believe they're going to try to win 2-0, 2-1 if they can. However, in the past 3 appearances, two domestic games. Now a first leg behind us. Is nearly impossible to keep MSN off the score sheet. So even to begin with, it's going to be very hard to stop Suarez, Messi, and Neymar. So Atletico Madrid have a big challenge ahead of them. Follow me on Twitter. I write articles, features, news, a lot of tactical emphasis, as you can see. Follow me on Twitter. That's @CVNews. Hit the comment section. Did Torres deserve a red card? Is Barcelona protected? Does UEFA carry Barcelona to the final? Should have Suarez been sent off? Is Suarez a dirty player? I'm just kidding. We all know Suarez is a dirty player. Phenomenal, but a very dirty player. Not a lot of sportsmanship to his game. And comment down below, and I'll see you next time.